Good morning, friends and neighbors. It is Sunday, December 7th, 2025. It is day 7 of 365 days of T is for Temidayo. Today, as you can see, we are not in our usual location. I am at my friend Ollie's house, getting ready to do a shoot later today. So I'm using my portable gloves. I've, of course, got my tea. We're going to put these on in just a moment. All right, here we go. Ooh, big chunky glob there. I'm gonna do it on my belly today. Ooh, it's kind of cold. All right, and then we let that dry. Yeah. Done. Done. Get my camera to find me. All right, hopefully that's a little bit better. Okay, there it goes. Yes. All right, that's done. Today we're gonna talk about traveling while on T-gel specifically because that's exactly what I'm doing. So obviously I brought my gel and I brought some gloves, some single-use disposable gloves. This is pretty much all dry. And this is gonna be a short one today because I am not at my house, so I don't want to be like, doing too much at somebody else's home. But I think what I'm fascinated by is like for the injections and for the gel, like being able to have, I guess, a script because tea is a controlled substance. And so, like, traveling specifically on an airline with it is going to be interesting, which might be on my horizon. I think it should be fine if I have it in a checked bag, but I think I also might like ask around, talk to my doctor to see like if I need some kind of note that says like this is okay. This person is supposed to have this substance. Thankfully, this trip that I'm on right now is like all land transportation. It's like a bus and a train, so I don't have to worry about whether or not someone's going to be like checking my bags, any kind of TSA situation. Although given this administration, TSA might be going out of the window anyway, so who fucking knows. But yeah, I think I'm curious about it, and I'm gonna probably report back to this to you all about it, about what to do when traveling with T-gel specifically. Speaking of T-gel, today is officially day 7 of my 7-day streak. It feels crazy to even be thinking that already. We're already like a week in, essentially. Only 51 more weeks to go. And I wanted to tell you all about briefly, now that you've heard all 3 parts of when I finally got the gel, I can tell you when I first started taking it. So I got it pretty much like the beginning of November, the end of October. And it took me about a couple of weeks with it just like sitting in my bedroom to actually get started using it because honestly, I was just like freaked out. And I wanted to be able to look at it, be curious about it, and then decide when I wanted to start using it. And it's funny because, like, I remember the night that I decided to start using it, which was, give me 1 second, because I wrote it down. Was it this day? No. Was it this day? No. When was it? Was it this day? No. Damn, hold on, let me look. Found it. Okay. 6:02 p.m. on November 14th, 2025, my testosterone journey began. So I took it November 14th. I took it again on the 15th. I think I took a break on the 16th, and then I took it again on the 17th. So it was like 3 days where I had taken it. Um, and I immediately started to feel changes. First thing that happened was like I was hungry immediately. And I was like, this is nuts. I've only literally taken it for 2 days, 3 days, and I'm already hungry. And I know that there was an increased appetite incoming, but I was not expecting it to happen so quickly. And then I remember my bones were really sore, and I couldn't figure out if that was just like my, chronic fatigue, or just like the lack of exercise, or what was setting it off. But it felt like growing pains that I was experiencing. And I was like, this is really scary. I wonder if that's going to be a thing. Plot twist. Thankfully, it is not a thing. Fast forward to now, it's not feeling like that's gonna continue. I am still very hungry. I'm eating a lot consistently. I'm like waking up hungry and having to like eat a bunch of food before I go to sleep, which I usually try not to do anyway. So that's been an interesting change. And this morning I woke up and I was looking in the mirror and I was like, it feels like I can start to see like my nose feels like it's gonna be like getting bigger. And I remember, I have brothers and stuff, and I remember like when they were going through puberty, like their noses got so much bigger. Um, and so I wonder if that's going to be a thing for me as well. It's gonna be nuts. If that happens, it's gonna be nuts. Because I've already felt so insecure about my nose for so long that like having that get bigger would probably freak me out. So hopefully I'll be used to it if it does happen. And if it doesn't happen, then um, then it doesn't happen. Um, yeah, I think that's gonna be all for today because I've got to get ready to go to the shoot anyway. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, I love you. See you tomorrow. Bye.